9:33 in Shawns of 4.5 FM. At here from Amunina, Chenya Tenase at the Agreement Abraham Kopim said, Dumienu Ebabo, Munimdada. Sir LIVESTREAM Gabi the forwinner and the chance here at the amount of the common in it. Now, if you yaman in Samana, yet the fisherman Yabuano at the Abraham Awo Jumedino Esso. Na Yamama Cherry and near Damase for choosing insurance passports and Osha date na 4th December. Na say December no so ye kwa anisa. And into no abiatena say I did Medino at the Mesobra YouTube Insha TV. YouTube Insha TV. Oba also subscribe to Medino the mommy we are now do message no. And yes, all person can be at the fudge media and ye de Abraham our insurance passports no so a YouTube CCA obetimi abana was searching for Insha TV. Now the message no akaho garbage from the aquaman in it, ya ba. Ya bakenka messages I would do amode abrain awo dwumadie and so as but the yaman nyentem se na bia ya betimi aka messages dodo na no awo aye show no so na ya kwamana ni a anra na midweek matches ho ne ya ba sign ato so the matches awo ho no na anra games no se ne sitie in a EPL Arsenal tifie omutwa Brentford the camino a omo entimi anti afi Arsenal a Chelsea league no kwan bia so bo mo ebetimi age na no na red card FC omo ko game ni enumda ya she PSG ya she Barcelona Arsenal the 10 against 11 enya draw mon come etimi am say the least na least dey see ebetimi the team see kura kwehwe omo Chelsea enumda ne yakwatiti least upon game ya 3-1 and ya Chelsea fu enchirechire mu ne yakwaba na ya do mu nchirechire ni bi etimi edi Abraham Liverpool so still na am say ade no nkoi omuso ne Sunderland ebo 1-1 na okọ Spain so La Liga no beba otifie ama Real Madrid ekotwa maka miensa mo entimi ante na Manchester United and West Ham and West Ham share 13 kra and family ho odugu bye and kofo na kolusu 3-1 tie no anu no echire din na enemu na owura ye fan say Gary Neville o se Chelsea goalkeeper no akwa no wasa papa Chelsea goalkeeper wo nyade yakwaba na ye de sound komo no e de Abraham Emmanuel Petit asebasa mon form concentration in the Nambu League no Champions League de muntimenye sa defense we enfanye Champions League na Jimmy Redknapp and so say Mohamed Salah ekwan Liverpool for den first no likely ebia in January Abrante so no ebetimi afi Liverpool and so eyen koma edebramo awo eye dwumadie no so ye befia 2026 FIFA World Cup no draw near China awo Washington DC awo US na and me question am ibisa Ghana ni bia and it's what's rotation is saying group ben and opediama Ghana as in countries be pan anka Ghana nya o group man go ni beche ho ni na na yakoba na abedi san komo no awo dwumadie yi so MTN Africa brand 64 and has of folk atifie ama True Life okotwa makaba komo entimi anti na yepon game na ne enyasem kitokra House of Folk fans in fact a section of them and o man fan chedidi drama ni kura o ma boboma dwen dia ma opani no na ba kokura de so no e carpenter ni na so didi drama no e coach e de che wa bom papa o de enkomra na ni na no yembo bi emfa mama this and many more in Shawans of 4.5 Thursday edition of Inside Digital Passport Set for Yatnasia yede dwumadie e de Abraham Samuel Chelsea for no mama nya balu se sanopai momna na mo hwehwo no na de esa me catch them no me catch them timi twamo awo YouTube Insha TV na afi yemfa dwumadie no enhye so yeba
be ma wo dwonso ni mu pai ebikam eyawo eni moja edi akira ana wo tempam
ni bia no her result no be ka say and it's already am say basa for no fan fala but I'm telling you one here scholar and nko will deceive you and no Atiko for no Barca for no match. But Barca team na neding. I'm telling you. But I'm going to share first. Emma Barca be share 3-1. At the Etium. Yenin come on for a game now.
And Ranya no kwani big game of course was Spain. Our Atletico Madrid for fee in Madrid. Wonder Metropolitano. Na Spain and Mano SIG back to back the UEFA Nations League, you know. At the free Germany for instance in the final. Omo the camp of first leg, you know, ended 0-0 Germany. And Enra, even without their best player in Aitana Bomata, no why any surgery every now yes, we say she'll be off for some months now. Spain and Manu were too hot for Germany for it to contain. This girl called Claudia Pina. Nebono banana shit. And she's gradually becoming the new face of the Spanish and Bano national team, you know. And she scored 2 brilliant goals against Germany. Emmanuel Nations League. Say the England and Mano, back-to-back European Championship. No, Spain and Mano, back-to-back UEFA Nations League. No, the Ama Omo Mbano and so ewo ehonum. Now to another victory. No, you see. Ebane say na yebo game ni we dan almost 2 goals. But will be about Rafinha. This season, Barcelona winning any big game. This is Barcelona's first win of any big game. But Rich, it seems that Obia is trying to create the impression say Rafinha or Barcelona team anymore, they are different beasts. Senyanka almost 2. And the controller of the FIFA pan was Pedri. Morning in and son of Obre or film. But what does Rafinha ask to the Barcelona team now? Emma Ojina game more or yes special. Look, we said Atletico was going to come with a 4-4-2. But because Alex Bayana, midfielder and Intino, he drops behind Julian Alvarez in a 4-1-4-1. Send a better Atletico Madrid for no can match Barcelona numbers in a 50. Goleano, Barrios, Johnny, Nico Gonzalez, Alex Bayana. You have 5 players. Because anytime I say Barcelona 4-3-3, no, because they are playing in a 4-2-3-1, they always have 5 midfielders in central positions. Eric Garcia number 6, Pedri number 8, Daniel Olmo number 10, then Lamine Yamal and Rafinha as inverted Barcelona for any bona so that they can add up to midfield no now Omatimia protect game. Now this is why the difference comes in. Rafinha Gina Park in this one. I think he say as a left winger or Hansi Flick tactical approach and I say actually any player will be our position even more than Rashford. It is on bar. That is why you see Bade in his full force for Hansi Flick team no. Jules Koundé, Uncle Bebre. He always watches when he will go, especially when he has body attacking from the left. Uncle Bebre gives him the opportunity. Say Obejina with Kubasi, any in Enra game, you know, Gerard Martin in a 3-back. Then Bade everything about overlapping Bebre, Abidjan Bebre Rafinha, a position work on the tactical board. Say the Rafinha will go inverted. But Rich, Rafinha will special awareness beer. Even though he is expected to go inverted, there are a lot of times also. Otibadi Asiama, he knows how to run the lines with him. Now, man, causing overload. Oh, that's on the left hand side. And when they cause overload, they have the opportunity to cut back a ball into and around the box for Lewandowski, Obia Obo number 10, even Pedri over inside from the number 8 position. And Lamine Yamal will keep that weight, you know, and at least keep 2 players out of the way of the cutback. No, we are no free. Look, Rafinha in a park in the Soa, Americano to Rujan and Chamu to me now. And until that goes to say he can press. So I'll press at a point in time. I went to X whilst I was watching, and one Spanish media man say, I didn't tell Barcelona team no, a German Rafinha Nkwana here pressing a Jumano. He doesn't care. And he brings that intensity on the ball to Barcelona. That is the reason why Rafinha did a game anymore. Even when Barcelona are playing the high line, the risks when our park in this one is shot than when he's not. Because Rich, any team you are in so about high line, Diano. So over high line, not on for pressure and to ball on this one. It is dangerous. Because then you can afford the opponent, the space to play the pass behind your high line. Or intelligence striker gonna say more for the beer. Not or timing the runs here. Oh, money. And that is what Rafinha brings to this team. Intensity, leadership, and on one kasa top performance. And now look at the goal, say. Even though on your left wing go, maybe or J pass, he had invited out to the extent say, oh, matching run here, time a pass in the by now. When your first start and sample or dribble, the first start was the dribble to Jan Oblak and a slotty ball in. Rafinha is special for Hansi Flick. And the way of person book game with intensity, especially when he is on the pitch and Pedri is controlling a 50 for Tima, your friend in Barcelona, and then Rama Omu Enya. So Rafinha Daniel Omo wins for Tima, your friend in Barcelona. It means since Abbas about back to the Spotify company, reach 3 games, 3 wins. Solid for Tima, your friend Barcelona against Bilbao, against Alaves, and a big game against Tima, your friend Atletico de Madrid. What it means is that Rich, before I did any games in Manchester, no, Barcelona FBA a certain gap 4 between Real Madrid. And today, every Barcelona player and the fans will sit and enjoy the game at the Cathedral. And we are not training. And fans be approaching on the kamu. And I'll say autograph ma. Mono muzana say, "Ochina bebo game ni so mebo." Na mo tun krama Real Madrid for say, we will give them a very, very difficult game. Look, on paper, Atletico Bilbao team way this season is one of the weakest I've seen in the last 5 years. Bono muboni mkoye kra. Barrich, team Sisano. Throughout the season, there are big games on Babo San Memeho. Anya Shekano. 2 out of the number of big games on Babo San Memeho, Rich, they will play very well in one of them. So we are Madrid in here, you just hope that game doesn't come. And especially when Real Madrid is also struggling. Now, from Massa, Yatesa is Real Madrid squad no man name now. That is what Massa is reporting. It is different from what Dario AS is reporting. And then also the Baba. What Massa is saying is Trent Bebo right back. Alvaro Carreras Bebo left back. Yebenya Adam Militao and Rudiger 4 and 5. Chiomani as number 6. Vervaldi as number 8. Ada Goulet number 10. Now, so Ada Goulet Bebo 10 dia. The rich front trainer. Jude Bellingham in the position here say. Because then it means Madrid will be playing 2 number 10s behind 2 strikers at Omoko wide. And then say Chiomani will play the number 6. Ada Goulet will come in as a number 8 with Jude number 10. Not Vervaldi mom Ako as a right winger pushing Kylian Mbappe as the main striker with Vinicius open on the left. Look, Bilbao team na mehuno. Real Madrid team we on former. They should be them. they should easily beat them. But Rich, this Real Madrid team uniform. And Untina, may be careful calling the game straight for team of Real Madrid.
The double chance. And our goals.
The goals is assured. Maybe for they open up. Because sometimes they also love to play, especially in front of almost supporters. Almost bona a please you. And the game no they will create 1 or 2 chances, be play through Nico a lot of the times over Pedro over Howard, especially when Nico Pedro is in a Trent. So Trent there a coin and defensively on your side on you too good. But Nico soon himself all too free in an then let it out because he will not go and defend giddy. And Trent were the eye to pass inside transitions behind him, and they will create problems for Tima, your friend Bebao in the game. Rich, on the tactical board, I don't see Real Madrid losing. And so combine, they say Real Madrid and Lucy, and the ghost will come out. Then probably a double chance Real Madrid and over 1.5 game. Or San Memeho. Real Madrid should just stay focused, and they will beat San Memeho. But they shouldn't allow the game to travel. San Memeho, and they said they acquire in the Girona game, no. Girona this season, one of the bad teams in the Spanish La Liga. But when 40 minutes, then they grow in confidence. So when your first goal, then the game becomes very, very difficult for this Real Madrid team. They should avoid what happened against Girona, against Team FN Atletico Bilbao, and Madrid will be home and dry. And we have 3 games. And then there are a lot of games in the Premier League, but I will do it in the next 2 minutes. And we have 3 games now. Rich, there was madness at the St. James. Me say, St. James won. Any teams behind the bet me cost survive intensity now. But Rich, you are always able to make sure say the game will be chaotic. Instead of Tottenham quiet here. 2-2. And Yahoo. Now for woman game, the goal started coming in the 70th minute. 70th minute, and Bruno Guimaraes essay. Rich Shadio, 77th minute, almost 78, and Akuti Romero eteka. Oteka we in 85th minute, and Abranti FN Antonio Gordon essay. 94th minute, and Akuti Romero bicycle kick, and they take up for Tima. You find a Tottenham. It was a blockbuster game at the St. James Stadium. You see, we are saying, Rich, you baby, a baby. The crew also. And
the Moise.
And that is the story of Jack Grealish.
Okay. A different animal.
Yes, that is.
And Everton for the Ginny.
That's why he's a senior man there.
Obiajaborn or the Jack Grealish.
Exactly. Rich Okoye, yesterday Premier League, he was the first player to win the Player of the Month. And BBA say you want to cut the eye of Thomas Tuchel for the World Cup. And we are on the solitary goal for Team FN Everton. Ubeji said, Rich, Everton had never won away to Bournemouth. Never. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attempts. But Enra, Jack Grealish has delivered them their first victory away to Team FN Bournemouth in the English Premier League. And on the first, then game now Pep say, Onumu oye can say the tiapadana. But Enra will say Osa Lucy more hair because
they say they are sacra.
They say of course I could have bang. Right. What a game! 9 goals in one game. 9 goals. Look, City Asia Fulham no problem. They always beat them. They always beat them. Last 19 games, but who thought say after then the game started getting to the panic stage for Team FN and Manchester City. Rich, 17th minute, Haaland Ashe. 37th minute, Reinders Ashe. Then Phil Foden as 44th minute goal. Anna Smith Road Betty Bako. Anna before the side Bako counting. So 4-1 dear.
Agbena.
4-1 dear. Rich Afi. Me share. I think I was watching the Barcelona game. Me wa wana me phone a BP. Alex Iwobi 14 so enye Rich Afi Samuel Chikwezi papa. I say hey. The game is getting. And when you say Obi a me share Barcelona game no. The winner game is called I had to switch and watch City the other kakra because I thought that there was a little bit of madness happening in that game no. Ewo ehonum. H Erling Haaland there yentimi nyane we. There's nothing you can do to Abrantia no. He was built to score goals. He came to the right team and man of supplies and he's scoring goals. That is the short and long of the story. The way you see building no. Any team now no. It is a team that creates chances for strikers and all the man on Kwadia Obeshe. Enti was said 100 goal and the fastest to reach 100 because we have only 111 games in the English Premier League. Rich, before you ever heard games, you know, saying a Premier League table next year, team your friend Manchester City are better 2 points behind team your friend Arsenal. Now, Arsenal against Brentford. Arsenal should watch out. Rich, Brentford team no, Oman started here, but when they started picking up, Obiang will say Watara mon yes, stubborn team. Arsenal has dealt with teams be say in the Premier League this season, pa, and they should continue. And yes, sir, assemble to home, but yes, Arsenal at home, a favorite against him, your friend Brentford. Brighton, Aston Villa will give us the goals. Bailey Nyadie, but Omuhom, they always have a fighting spirit to be Omumu. But I think says Oliver Glasner team no, and your brand of Europe local league, they should get something away from side game way. Wolves still ain't winning any game, and against Nottingham Forest, I'm expecting on over 1.5 game. Look, since I had Daniel Farke, you know, Chelsea can go and win at least. Okay. Or one of those coaches that Marchand is rich. He doesn't know how to play close games. That is the reason why he is able to qualify teams from the championship to the Premier League. But maybe I know circle back. At the top level, untimi enka otuntum kakra more defensive ni counter attacker. Rich, it's become very, very difficult. So a game at Chelsea can do something. Now, Rich, who is saying? Liverpool is Sunderland. A big game. Yes, Sunderland is stubborn. Stubborn team. Sunderland is very, very stubborn. At least it goes in the flow. But ABN Liverpool team our score team your friend Sunderland for and you renti. That is how I better wrap it up. Now you be your Black Queens any other games you know and come on 4 bet to a course Febinator and then midweek. It says you can only start a bobo and akodi bronya no enti kabi. First one a BW 260-850E8. Second one a BW 260-879CC. Third one a BW 260-8A07B. Then the last one a BW 260-922F7. Enti ofa ukome social media handles na ni nyina so ewo wa obetimi apeke na watimi ede ayo social media handles so na wa follow enioma ni nyina ewo ho enum ede amaenti. Good luck to obia which enra Black Queens
ni bia no her result no beka say and it's already answer Barca for no fan fala. But I'm telling you, one we are Scotland and will deceive you. And no, at the for no Barca for no match. But Barca team down and heading. I'm telling you. But I'm going to share first. Emma Barca be share 3-1. At the Etium. Yenin come on for a game now.
And no, no quite big game of course was Spain. Our Atletico Madrid for fee in Madrid. Wonder Metropolitano. Na Spain and Mano SIG back to back the UEFA Nations League, you know. At a free Germany for instance in the final. Omu the camp of first leg, you know, ended 0-0 Germany. And Enra, even without their best player in Aitana Bomata, no one in surgery every now yes, we say should be off for some months now. Spain and Manu were too hot for Germany for it to contain. This girl called Claudia Pina. Nibono Banano shit. And she is gradually becoming the new face of the Spanish Mbano national team, you know. And now she scored 2 brilliant goals against Germany. Emmanuel Nations League. Say England and Mano, back-to-back European Championship, no. Spain and Mano, back-to-back UEFA Nations League, no. Ama Omo Mbano and so ewo ehonum. Now to another victory, no. You see, Ebane saying a ball game new done almost 2 goals, but will be about Rafinha. This season, Barcelona winning any big game. This is Barcelona's first win of any big game. But Rich, it seems that Obia is trying to create the impression say Rafinha or Barcelona team anymore, they are different beasts. Senyanka almost 2. And the controller of the FIFA part was Pedri. But what does Rafinha ask to the Barcelona team now? Emma Ojina game more or special. Look, we said Atletico was going to come with a 4-4-2. But because Alex Bayana, midfielder and Intino, he drops behind Julian Alvarez in a 4-1-4-1. Send a Atletico Madrid for can match Barcelona numbers in a 50. Goliano, Barrios, Johnny, Nico Gonzalez, Alex Bayana. You have 5 players. Because anytime I say Barcelona 4-3-3, no, because they are playing in a 4-2-3-1, they always have 5 midfielders in central positions. Eric Garcia number 6, Pedri number 8, Daniel Olmo number 10, then Lamine Yamal and Rafinha as inverted Barcelona for any bona so that they can add up to midfield no now Omatimia protect game. Now this is why the difference comes in. Rafinha Gina Park in this one. I think he said as a left winger, or Hansi Flick tactical approach, and I say, actually any player will be our position, even more than Rashford. It is on bar. That is why you see Bade in his full force for Hansi Flick team. No, Jules Koundé, Uncle Bebre. He always watches when he will go, especially when he has body attacking from the left. Uncle Bebre gives him the opportunity. Say Obejina with Kubasi, any in any game, you know, Gerard Martin in a 3-back. Then Bade everything about overlapping Bebre, Abidjan Bebre Rafinha, a position work on the tactical board. Say Rafinha will go inverted. But Rich, Rafinha will special awareness beer. Even though he is expected to go inverted, there are a lot of times also. Otibadi Asiama, he knows how to run the lines with him. Now, man, causing overload. Barcelona left hand side. And when they cause overload, they have the opportunity to cut back a ball into and around the box for Lewandowski, Obia Obo number 10, even Pedri Oba inside from the number 8 position. And Lamine Yamal will keep that weight, you know, and at least keep 2 players out of the way of the cutback, you know. Look, Rafinha in a park in the Americano to Ruja and Chamuti now. And until that goes to say he can press. So I'll press at a point in time. I went to X whilst I was watching, and one Spanish media man say, I didn't tell Barcelona team no, a German Rafinha and Kwana here pressing a Jumano. He doesn't care. And he brings that intensity on the ball to Barcelona. That is the reason why Rafinha did a game anymore. Even when Barcelona are playing the high line, the risks when our park in this one is than when he's not. Because Rich, anything you are in so about high line, Diano. So over high line, not for pressure and to on this one. It is dangerous. Because then you can afford the opponent, you know, the space to play the pass behind your high line. or intelligence striker gonna say more for the beer. No, or time in the runs here, oh, money. And that is what Rafinha brings to this team: intensity, leadership, and on one kasa top performance. And now look at the goal, say. Even though on your left wing go, maybe or J pass, he had invited out to the extent say, oh, matching run here, time a pass in the by now. When your first start and sample or dribble, the first start was the dribble to Jan Oblak and a slotty ball in. Rafinha is special for Hansi Flick. And the way of person book game, no, with intensity, especially when he is on the pitch and Pedri is controlling a 50 for Tima, your friend in Barcelona, and then Rama Omu Enya. So Rafinha Daniel Omo wins for Tima, your friend in Barcelona. It means since Abbas about back to the Spotify company, reach 3 games, 3 wins. Solid for Tima, your friend Barcelona against Bilbao, against Alaves, and a big game against Tima, your friend Atletico de Madrid. What it means is that Rich, before any games in Manchester, no, Barcelona FBA a certain gap 4 between on Real Madrid. And today, every Barcelona player and the fans will sit and enjoy the game at the Cathedral. And we are now training. And fans be approaching on the kamu. And I'll say autograph ma mono muzana say ochina bebo game ni so mebo na mo tun krama Real Madrid for say we will give them a very, very difficult game. Look, on paper, Atletico Bilbao team way this season is one of the weakest I've seen in the last 5 years. Bono muboni mkoye kra. Barrich Team Sisano. Throughout the season, there are big games on Babo San Memeho. Anya Shekano. 2 out of the number of big games on Babo San Memeho, Rich, they will play very well in one of them. So we are Madrid in here, you just hope that game doesn't come. And especially when Real Madrid is also struggling. Now, from Massa, Yatesa is Real Madrid squad no man name now. That is what Massa is reporting. It is different from what Dario AS is reporting. And then also the Baba. What Massa is saying is Trent Bebo right back, Alvaro Carreras Bebo left back, Yebenya Adam Militao and Rudiger 4 and 5, Chiomani as number 6, Vervaldi as number 8, Ada Goulet number 10. Now, so Ada Goulet Bebo 10, yeah. The rich front trainer, Jude Bellingham in the position here, say. Because then it means Madrid will be playing 2 number 10s behind 2 strikers at Omoko wide. And then say Chiomani will play the number 6. Ada Goulet will come in as a number 8 with Jude number 10. Not Vervaldi Mom Ako as a right winger, pushing Kylian Mbappe as the main striker with Vinicius open on the left. Look, Bilbao team na memuno. Real Madrid team we on former. They should be them. They should easily be them. But Rich, this Real Madrid team uniform. And Untina may be careful calling the game straight for team of Real Madrid.
The double chance. And our goals.
The goals is assured. Bilbao for they open up. Because sometimes they also love to play, especially in front of almost supporters. Almost bona a please you. And the game they will create 1 or 2 chances, be play through Nico a lot of the times over Pedro over Howarding. Especially when Nico Pedro is in a Trent. So Trent there a coin and defensively on your side, on your too good. But Nico soon himself, all too free in then they cheat because he will not go and defend giddy. And Trent wore the eye to pass in some transitions behind him, and they will create problems for Tima. Your friend Bebao in the game. Rich, on the tactical board, I don't see Real Madrid losing. And so combine, they say Real Madrid and Lucy, and the ghost will come. Then probably a double chance Real Madrid and over 1.5 game. Or San Memeho. Real Madrid should just stay focused, and they will beat San Memeho. But they shouldn't allow the game to travel. San Memeho, and they said they acquire in the Girona game. No, Girona this season, one of the bad teams in the Spanish La Liga. But when 40 minutes, then they grow in confidence. So when your first goal, then the game becomes very, very difficult for this Real Madrid team. They should avoid what happened against Girona, against Team FN Atletico Bilbao, and Madrid will be home and dry. And we have 3 games, and then there are a lot of games in the Premier League, but I will do it in the next 2 minutes. And we have 3 games now. Rich, there was madness at the St. James. Me say St. James won. Any teams behind the bet me cost survive intensity now. But Rich, so you are all and some at the team and the daddy and there's a Nhyira abo adwuma ye pa enva de chance entra polypolinum and omuso ewoso ye ma ne ma ekoye so edemo and abrancha de de tuam timi se entra me no na makusram ebo e boni ede ba ko enso eka ho ansa na Esposito ede ba ko ka Diouf enso enya ne go ho ansa na ya de se omuso atibo ba ko ncha no a ukopie mu enso ewo ade se Italia na nya sam ko to akra aye Coppa Italia no ade yankoba kakra etotwa ewo dwuma de so na no pe Ketide Edema Napoli Womusum and Kaglawi Eko ball 1-1 ho and to give the Natas so moko penalties and on penalties no and on Napoli etimi e Kaglawi Cacho and so Edo Mefimo the Atene and no Atalanta and so was so Trana edit to Genoa amateur so mun sentimante and then Matisa Ebasono send it to Bologna Womum and so and Parma Cacho Eba Fesono and that's SS Lazio and AC Milan edition where Matisa etota Italy na no peno yade nkoma kakra ade edamwo na mamenko Brazil na menko di nkoma kakra o Brazil esa so ko Brazil na no dan ba be ka Felipe Luis wansam at the Chelsea former legend no ana afi Pacho Chelsea legend rather former player Edma Chelsea ana afi Atletico Madrid na massa owura na sa so ye aduma no e ba ni coaching job wo ko Flamingo boboko no e ade sa 1 year 6 months ni na trophy bia awo Brazil no wate esan so ko Brazil nano daya ano odi aye Copa Libertadores in this season now so already no ade Brasileiro no e de so na so no the Brazilian Premier League wo mo so ebo enwati wadi aye Copa do Brazil ana fe Super Copa do aye Brazil no so wadi dada ansa na campeonato aye ene ade ase Carioca eno so wadi card dada antino wutumi se ade ase enema ye kama edema Felipe Luis na no pe no make it since almost started 2022 eba omo madidi Brasileiro no and edida so bedu 2024 and sana Flamingo enyade 2025 inti anopa ye ketre ediama another Santos bobo kono masa ena nema sense fomo 2 matches 6 goals ana nema enyanti sia de hat-trick na nema ebobo obi ayese doctors akata nse so kokoye surgery because when you okay yesi nema see the team no relegation ama mekato aka 3 matches so mobo South 3 matches no mulu so a we metime akọ relegation nema say sapa so bema Santos akọ relegation the ensida and 2 matches edo menum wa bobo goals na aka 1 game pe and you ready nema be ne contract no so no ewa Santos na be na we ansa roughly be 6 to 7 months anatasa aka yasa brand na din koma say we the way nema esi kobera in the last matches ekọ ediama nema tumi sa nema nyina aya kama edman de man ne reporter eba e oduma de so na no pe no make a che dem Brazil for no say ya na ne me be kwa dia omo ye nya gidie bi say me say World Cup no ne ma betimi akọ because form na samba ene me nyina ya kama enso adema no me pato me ko PSG na mako France akodi nkoba kakra Lucas Chevalier wonom aye goalkeeper edema PSG bobo ko na no ya sa brand tenant ni na reason nyina ya say or problem
kakra esansa wonya aye ankle hurt kakra atase yesi onyanya okay entim anoda ni training na nkesa Branta ni Deli Chevalier enso eni PG timine no wentimen we start Rene one be ball PG Saturday reporter men seka ayese Branta ntime anyo okay a by Saturday nya de se obetime asia kan edema PSG bobo kwana no aye reporter eba ewo dwumade so na no pay me kire edema better me ko Spain na makola liga kodi dwuma kakra essence anoda alati club be bawo ede omo ho koe ama mad the four aye dwuma de momo Mbappe enya brace ema Eduardo Camavinga enso enya go mad de ye dwuma ni nyina wutimi se mad the form no omo sase piki kakra and this 1 point difference na and Edo Montemesa Barca and LED the league log no evo aye Spain in fact 37 points na ekromo mad de aba benya omo 36 points no and this so 1 point difference na Villarreal womu nyampo mu game no and womu 32 points no ada ade say womu anso abo womu ayi kaka Copa del Rey no and womu so etimi aboye Atletico mad de bobo kontos mi no miansa womu toso 9 rather na fe wa ba benya Betis bobo kono and tim anu ye reporter efi preso edi eba niamensa kan yese Trent Alexander-Arnold another yaso picking up injury na ni injury na wa pick no once yaso beba check akra ebia na 2025 we no when timensia can be somewhere ebia January ana Trent Alexander-Arnold be samba back abesia kan adi amamadi de bobo kono ano Eduardo Camavinga after the goal no one so yaso picking up injury but I need the reporter menseka sense da enye serious abetimi ama Madrid team no akwako home nti ene reporter Zabi Alonso head coach de Maria Madrid anoda wadi kan kasa na wose yanka mo bia nche se again juru na ne ma nse da nkoye amfa mamonti anoda de na tase kwan bia so no na so mutimi so betimi awini sa game na no omo ye adwuma ne kama amofisa resorta na no do munya asisi de impact no akoso ye pa mo develop ama ne ma so kama edi amamo so mo performances no they say rising kakra na very serious then but another the omede man no o matter say say no metima bring it back the streak at say wo La Liga no mo so yusu a ebetima bo matter so metro etimi ade no reporter o paying the tuta na eno we ne ebisa say ohun Vinicius Junior any killing Mbappe o mo form no say and also another performances two players ne edan edi no in fact o mo connection no na ye kama ye pa wo connective vini na omunya go no yade a wo say beautiful say mad the course wa trousers sa MSM abaye kama ye dia mama no ye reporter me pacho mad the head coach opanya ne din ade Zabi Alonso adiba e wo dwumade so na no pa me ka kire ade ma na Manchester United wo came na Abranta the Daily Mason Mount wakasa akra ataze isi Premier League na sesa na osesensa o start here abo ne first game ni debut Premier League no who say Premier League no eniema sesa kwabna wase eniema na wo nso ayen kane no isi kwabna we so analyze game ni ye any position na wu gina no wutima line wo analyze niema ye picking pitch no so na to me exploit eno ana eboa ama wunso team we ni weakness ni team we ni strength ni wutimi yesa niema na no ana ye dibo Premier League na nti ana obe small club bi teze de no ayesi ye na teze homo ye senior boys na accent enti bato Manchester crowd player no crowd team say Premier League ni ball enye beteza atiase it is our pena eni amane keke akona yesi nipa de wunyini ya yensre kwatia enti ye de ebesi akọ we kwakọ ye bible ma se wi bi akokura tipa from ye obo se eni wa kancha masisi kwa banafo aba wi omunyina ye de ya asem nyina ma nyame na anwumre no nkromo no na ye hu de we eni ama no ensu esiko ano su sam kakra ni na kwa bana ho se yesi Madrid wo mo dossier na wo mo appropriate no yeso mo ye wie no mo se wo mo prepare ni ma mo di ko FIFA na Spanish referees in the Nigeria era mbato za opeyi we na Madrid for HS satama na wo ye referees for paying no na one Barcelona for ekona kranda na yesi ne tam na breso no Madrid prepare referees satam no mo di referee ni nyina na omo di omadwuma ye de kwa koma FIFA tom se Spain na ye won ebo ye nuanom nkrofo bi omo ni referees bi mu ye yɛ adwuma na ɛho ɛyi niemu hɛ na ebia biribi wɔ hɔ anam ne ɔmaka ɛno yɛ diamete ɛwɔ dwumadie so nti made de petition ne ba na mahu de wɛ nneɛma ne nyinaa si kɔ na wohɛ Emmanuel Petit akasa Emmanuel Petit sɛ Barcelona team ne paa deɛ nyame anim ne do betimi akata Barca say Champions League ni de omunyo madwunu fi so because Champions League de anya de say Barcelona betimi ade ne ebisa say na why ano say defenders way na Barca defenders ni de anya Champions League na de o league ni nkwanti Barca pepa de a o madwunu nyina anya o mo league La Liga o mo ti wi anu no because nano da matters Barca for bobo ne chese o mi defense no anya kra ano o wi no say say Barcelona de team no ayese casino kwabena ne ebisa se casino de na ha ano se saba sa team ni pa ba ko pe eno ye Lamine Yamal pe utimi predict se yembo game ni we Lamine Yamal na bibia ebekọ no ho se we Lamine Yamal film se kim ba sa team no bibia agogo na den time na ba sa wo obi te se Lionel Messi Sata Andres Iniesta Carlos Puyol mu nyina amwa na ebia Zabi mu nyina amwa Lionel Messi nkwa timi di si no ho se obema Barcelona ade Champions League kwabena o se Lamine Yamal ni FIFA enye play on nkwa betimi decide agi league adi ama Barcelona nie the only thing obetimi ayede ama Barcelona so betimi abo ama Barcelona agi wo mo La Liga na sa Champions League pa dia in final ami ya mekra na nya dia yede di Champions League nti ane ye reporter eba wo dwumade so ano ada oko Germany wo mo som abobo matches kakra ama ya de se enema nso koye edimomo ano ada me di hu nkoma kakra enso ede chao ane ye DFB Pokal Cup na ano ada Hertha Aya Berlin anasem pato Union Berlin rada kwabna Bayern for etomo pomo ntena miensa amomo so etimitimu mienu a eno na nya asem keto akra ene ansa kwabna Ghana player na ansa kobo ongo ansa na no da na me ye campaigns ankaja ye mfamna na ansa ye do ba say na ansa oba be de be aduro edi munya botre mfama ye na reke na sizwa wono sum etimi enyan de ansa na branta ni de late enso ebo ongo nteno ada de wutimi so ongo no na ade say Union Berlin for mo yes on be ye hu adwuma but ani nyina ti no Stuttgart enso ekwachi bokum ebo mo ntena me no mo entibante ana Freiburg enso eche Darmstadt 98 ebo ne ntena me no so entibante and other Helsinki so ayire Hamburger SV eno mo podro ebo penalties enso qualify mania ma ye kama edemo mo ntena ye reporter etotwa ewo dwumade so na no pe no make kire kakra dia ma wan hyehyɛ awodo nyina so na Mamembra Premier League ne mani ani nkoma kakra sa no ada Liverpool for so here go for we there Liverpool is there o call masaba ready yame yene dey mame nyam fama mo mpato enya me o score line e o hana meka enwa asem no kwampo de say nye ongo ya nka eno akwanka omo omantima hebio Liverpool ni Sunderland but Sunderland for de ye ka omo asem de kyeremo mantie lisi ya eno omo ha Chelsea ka ketwa bi Liverpool for de omo de yo omo pa na nya asem ketwa na kwabna ye bo wie ne ekobi sans road so panyi we de we ni kyeremu de na we zo betiebu say Florent akwai o masi amfa enzo tembia wo ba no defend no so mu boa Florent de na no do mu bo West Ham fae no anso e fa party enya botre fama Florent ade no asase apeki ban kakra na onye surprise say eno ade so mu go no na nka obi anim sanka go na nka yemfa ma chama ni ade beta go wi eti na nka teze ade na kwakoye ngo wose eno aba Florent vet boy no na wasu die pa na ebisa se na Mohamed Salah isisi aye ndo ya na ade na tena bet chama nyamutro legend e fa ne ntratra bent so no se eno chese sisi an Liverpool team ne do kwabna was 5-11 na o mu hia more than 11 players enti eno na enye better kra ano chese Mohamed Salah betimi aba obetimi asamba abebo sane Mohamed Salah tesa na every player so tie enti Salah mponie na ne wa waka enti nano de opinion ne de Anslot head coach edema Liverpool edi etudana eno na Jimmy Redknapp so oboa ade ende Salah benyako dia o wini dia on the Liverpool for boa Mohamed Salah no isi ano o mene ne ntokwa de mu ayede na o se Salah partner bent 2 occasions in dia aka bi bibi kyerɛ Mohamed Salah ana ɛka bibi kyerɛ Liverpool fans ne nyinaa and on the na adwene yɛ sɛ abrante no ayɛ so by January anasa by summer there likely say Mohamed Salah bɛkɔ and Liverpool fan anka be anka ɔmo confirm na yɛ hu de wa ade ni si kɔ na ɔno kwampo ɔwie no sɛ na sa ayi papa e ba bɛka and so to say Mohamed Salah any happy with the way nneɛma so esi ɛkɔ ne ntino why say obi anyi ntumi sɛ Mohamed Salah ne benya akɔ and anu yɛ de Jimmy Redknapp ɛde ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadi so na no pɛ no make it enso ɛde adan wɔ na no ada Oli Watkins esi akan esi fom yie pa no a wɔbɔ brace ɛde ma Aston Villa ama ade so na de baako ɛka ho ana afɛ Donny Malen so de baako ɛka ho atumi sɛ ɛntra nan ana ɔmo nso ɛbɔ Van Henk enso enya go ɛde ma ɛyɛ Brighton ne ho Fabian ana afɛ ade sɛ Van Henk sande baako ɛsan ɛde ɛba ne wo ha blanche de tɔwe so a ɛde baako county sa na ɛkɔyɛ afɛ Arsenal Zade kwabna Arsenal no ayɛ nyante ase Premier League ni de chamafo be nyade Zade me hede wa na masi kona league ndi mi nyade na no mi ke mewendo ya na go Bukayo Saka go another 2 goals Brentford Entmante na yebo game da Clarence and you so panyin peja ne nine sam and you bisa Mikel Arteta say we plan na ano say ni plan say danya de bia ya yibia sa de beta the all pa ya say Abrante captains won't be ntwazo mo biem ti no na say o change no ani ti na mu say o mu change the Clarence ade te na no na on be bia ni plan na nkwankwa ya de a we ni bia no ye reporter eba ana o te say Abrante ne de Gabriel Magalhaes na no da mekato so we padada sisi William Saliba so eko ana ye nya Mosquera so aba be ka Mosquera so nya pro and he said the Arsenal de etro witimi say ha adwene ye pa and team anu so ye confirmation a efi Arsenal kate edi eba ewo dwumadi so na ye so on de ni kotodwe Mosquera de no ye ni kotodwe ho na aka and he say wo hemu pa de Arsenal players o me prepare no Kai Havertz ko Gabriel ko Saliba ko Leandro Trossard ko ana fe Christian Mosquera ko ana Declan Rice de no na yen se den hu say better na say enche ni reporter eba opinion de de Christ Andrews say yanka ono na Brentford head coach eno na case say kwabna ade obeka pa ya say Ateta na amafo nsase mbuno kwabna oza Ateta ya top not coach Ateta adwuma na wode Arsenal ye no masa so the respect Mikel Arteta essence adwuma no ye very difficult so obeti Arsenal na wase no wono Brentford woni Arsenal boy no wo se masa wo mu kratim ye pa and the ateni ave yamre eno yame anim ni ye players ne se ye duabo so mu di aduane body so no mu ye mu hwio na fifi ene de Sanchez we be you no say Sanchez kwabna eda Robert amfo Robert Sanchez edra amfa na no da and fifi manfa na ayi ye kan say de no du dranuma ekopuli na kofi we de me am Chelsea ne fa Sanchez de no fabra kofi we de fa Sanchez fabra wakwasa kwabra go keep back ni now he se basikele nzuboyo kwabra na basikele we dey go boy me ka de lab asema munyi mini Liam de lab de o striker be kwabra no ada Liam de lab ewiem kwa ewiem kwabra minim say ne mna ne de a wonya ball na ewiem eno ada nyamia nim nie ye players ne no ada manya de o wamanya de na ajato sen de yakopo doze na de bia yo wona tin ndimi famo boss doze pa de kwabna wa mama di ni ho ya papa ana player wa de kwabna wo defense boss de ntra wo nan asem we what bi da fa wo na wo boss keke tosin kwabna bo afa na ase ego kipo enzo kwati Gogi boy ko dia oti we no se chema me fama batwa enwo fa to play ado oda ogogo boys there o we ya no da o me man za ade agopo na da de me anim ni engrofo na tia o ma he na me anim Leeds United a he 3-1 yeah players are mo bo adwuma the last thing you say ba Ghana to mo ba and na utimu say eniema ya kama pa na kwabna ya star player yi Sani buafu mane bubo nipa na mu nyina o. Estaba o. Kwabna, medini wo ya pa. Na wo ya mwanyo so na ya malami ya man ka fom na obi anka na asema kwabna asa kwema hama debate na asa chama ya wen. Sani buafu anu a ofa ba ni asodum na ye pon game na ye coach ni safi na no mo na kwaba. E Premier League dum. Ani ase no oye frustrated ni nti ana yi ni film no so dabi. Nyese bia wo frustration che no ntina wo yi ni film no wo card wadi yellow card nti no chese ma wo yi William Estavao enso adi film nti no de se na enzo ma yaska no asem ni bata wase yanka mo bia nti ase se eno game no mbo en de na enyo also be anywhere no on the best level I say he second half where Ghana to Mumbai na I say one baby kakra no so boy and to say Pedro any you can say Ghana to but Pedro na nya akwa ba akwa na obona hon no on the way so kra Pedro na to asem na okay was no on Ghana to na ye adwuma no ana owie aka akwa na waka asem we de owie say ya Bob Barcelona Bob Arsenal Bo na your body tell Barcelona na asan de saa na beba yentimi nyina so saa kwabra e coach no o se nya game bia na Chelsea be win into no ya no manya abote dia ma players because game na your body tell Barcelona any asan na top north na nka say ya trust better on the ade onimi ya say game bia ni situation and ano ade ya one of those games ya coach bi belu so in fact na ni kwanse coach ni elusu the only thing obetima ka ya say na Leeds United better at the turn Chelsea in all aspect mutieni yo or say in all aspect Chelsea head coach ana tese kasentie and koma kakra coach no so Eddie Bana and opa ye catch Eddie ama wanchiche I would do now so kasa yesa na yes ye time say ogina hon say ya o todboli ene okwa ne bia no say grofui nti ade ba be ni obi di anka meye ntemu ma menya ne saa na mahumia mpo mi die ni o efi asem nie na Manchester mesemu kosekuzo na musio momo na nwumre mwenya latiawe kwabra kwa medem bafa so ha no na yewe ababa pe mame nko Garnevel de an so na mindi djuma kakra kwabra se Garnevel akaso Garnevel se ade ohun ye se Chelsea ankasa ye ni title winning goalkeeper was goalkeeper no dem no ye fani nyinkuruwa ye goalkeeper no nyase we did nyinkuruwa enye ozo wakai se fofa na Chelsea top 4 na Chelsea beto ebe wuram na se pass ye baji league dia David a goalkeeper we was ye goalkeeper David ye fani nyinkuruwa and defenders so nya ye back wono ehwanye goalkeeper nya defense nya and team no se ne de ebe ye den dia ma Chelsea ye pa na and Peter Crouch is on there said yes you the NCO was it Chelsea better so mienu yebo Premier League ni wia Arsenal na bedin kan na Chelsea atoso mienu City atoso miensa na Liverpool atoso eye 9 inti enkomo kaka ni Leeds United nso say yes no Chelsea say no mo say no since 1988 omo 1998 omo head and head Chelsea sa ana Chelsea omo film yes no enti enkomo kaka ni Chelsea legend ne kasa bet league table no mo fama na ye nso de dwumadie so say sisi table say na ati ayo Premier League table no baby no yasin crofo we ni omu game na omu timi ben ye Arsenal 33 points City 28 points Aston Villa 27 points Chelsea 24 and Crystal Palace 23 and TCC Chelsea ababa toso 9 obi a na ye toso mienu eja City fo be ye free ho idi akwa ya ndi kwabna mawie bibia ni wode bibi ho kra mi ya no ene na nkasa mi ama pom mi ho wo be pom mi wo pom mi ho mia mapom ho eno ahomate na mesa chacho ne bo ha ase ese obetwetwe mentina ha meko
Tinaze. Oh, tinaze. Now there is all your presentation. You are not sorry. Yeah, we are the young couple. But we are here though, such as Luzua. If we are here, the rough. Yeah, cha-cha. We are here there. Baby, we are sitting now. And no part, we are here there. But you say, if you manyanko pomoma, come on sasasi yentra so a ni leader sa if you see do Ghana wurade nyame Ghana de papa nti ye Chelsea fans ni na no pay na me sem Chelsea fa agro na mu nimudi ye hyem anu ma deda enya fe ye ni agro ne sa ye hyem amu mpie ni ehu why na kwa mi say ne yire kra fe don fa o yire wadu achi ofra onfa yes mu the same thing Madam for Frank Ankobia ono so bought in UK Greater Manchester onu kra de no penny yire so afe na fe on so dum kwa dwuma so onko kwa ye dwuma na didi Frank so on kwa dwuma ade a Chelsea ya hyemo Chelsea team release share and so ewe mu ni ma broni di Chelsea fans mu ni ma broni di me catch them we are here do Kofi Kuremu di nya Salman da me enu me dansa kwada ye wura di nyame na etefo de dwumade na Abraham insurance 4.5 say Romre na no ndo aba pa nsima no aduasa enan we dey entity one fe na e be start program na me so wasu dan wie ana bi kura ha dan efiera afo amutie mi na no pay o PWC papa tie anza WC no me ka papa me kire papa no a se ebia dan no de ma han ana bia wan kasa ofia wasi na utim so ani abikura wan no akọ han dan no na akọ WC na esu na se o check niema ahyere niema ntweda nkoya ma men kamfo Alisa Decor Trading Enterprise in farmer na no pay in fact kroma look ma 90 mwa shops are etonton WC omomo dem ba akopɛ na wura ha WC no nyamia nim krene efe papa na bi wonu atumi say na we no so WC om say we nso ye bia na me kasai bronya chede promo no ye de ahyehyɛ so awo Alisa Decor awo dum me pa cho pe WC 550 ope 650 750 and 850 a ni nyina na akofa bi e de aba me so de wan kasa ko na ko me so WC bi o e ka to say WC a wonyini de we o ma si amodu aden non o aden na fedodo kama e bo no so because of broja nti no say na me kan ya tete bo no so nti kokumase edum sese abinchi your opposite star or your hona me ba chombo friend our 0558 063 836 0558 063 836 na WCB a opede su dem ho bia so anase odi SC aye toilet room hono na se bibia so no etimi akonkan enso etimi ede ama kama pa ahonsam no kan setemesha maka tro se aye dura etimi pains pa o aye attractive aye paina o koto aye cancer mesha na onso etimi anom and now no pay Chelsea for dinam nim so mo etimi ana Chelsea ni bia yeso ha akwada opaniu ko fiso nim se junior aye me ba junior oda ha no abopitiri no so am se junior dai ase da match no you know na da no honam ni na ye ne ya akra ketu asiso o papa mi tufo sa akwada wonim hwe wusha akwada bobo nse support team papa Chelsea per Chelsea ana akra se so honam ni na ye oya ena wu ko mimi akoto cancer ama ne dia anum se sei ni person ni na tiefo ni akwada yi ne ho denden di ode ko na dwuma na Chelsea fo do biada mesammo mo honam yam yani nyina aduro no eye cancer mesha munkoto bi nam nom na bibia no enya kama emfa emamo na aduro ne wotakwa ahomaka to se takwa ne important modo bia ne maduro no ne ma fe ne de bia ba eye kumase eti kumase foi na magim so ye Chelsea foi ye mom yenko atonsu market haya Chelsea ni bia yenko atonsu market also pe eye Davida Deco ha de oduru ha no afa number no adwo de na so etimi anom 0596 832 796 da bibiano aye kama enso dia ma mu adwuma so ho Chelsea fo na mu ni adwuma no me adwuma no pe na mo so matimi aye na make us say pe professional aye tailors ni ma aye adwuma na mu ese wo obi a onim embema niema pampa enti oye professional tailor na utie me ɛna no pɛ na wodim nneɛma pam a mekamfo ɛyɛ adwuma yi ɛna ɛdeɛma yɛtua ka yie ɔmaka tua ne yɛ kama paa ɛna bi nso a na adwuma no pɛ sɛ wosua wo nso akɔnya da hɔ a yɛbɛma full ɛyɛ professional training na wo nso atumi asua wosua ne nyinaa no na yɛsan mo alawa a wo nso bɛtumi ɛde ayɛ biribia kama nti bronya nso pɛ kakra so obotom kɔyɛ adwuma yi na biribia ɛnyɛ kama ɛmfama ɛwɔ tech ɛyɛ adwuma a meka wɔ sɛ mɛwɔ tech ɛyɛ around tech police station hɔ ɛna adwuma no ɛwɔ ɛno nti w'ani gye ho a na wafrɛ number yi 0549528402 0549528402 ɛntena na ɛnka sɛ adwuma ni hɔ adwuma no ma mede ama ho ɛna no pɛ kɔyɛ bi na bibia nyɛ kama ɛmfama ho abrɔkyɛfoɔ de no good morning na deɛ ɛtɛ ne sɛ mo sika no a mode ba Ghana bronya nyinaa no mo use tap tap cent ɛna mekamfo de ama obiara hɔ deɛ o sɛneɛ ne sɛ nipa no ne nsa ka ne sika very very convenient asɛm ni akyire so ho ɛna o sɛne nso a charges no sɛ kete wese kete so nti no maybe obia US for Canada for UK for Ireland for Italy for France for Belgium for Germany Portugal Spain more UAE and Africa mundina munyusu tap send emfansane musika mode bronyai mode eba Ghana dinana bibiano enkoye enso emfa emamo Stanbic Bank say afino akọ na wie ya anesa so ho ya rapia 2025 na de ba akọ ma hu se enei enipa dodo na sika omdidi dwuma no adwuma sem no ayeden ama usika nyina ahye ama sesei o company kwa na ekofom adwuma no ekofom bra ye ma besia hu si ho no da fom boko na onso gisika fa ko do adwuma no adwuma no ensan sori biem enti enne eyo on the 4th of December so kono kwati besia ni bi fa kofa oniema na bronya demands no so atimi emiti ama bibia aye kama oka no okano Stanbic Bank yebema sika ma de akoto ofie ne yebema sika na o de complete ama bibia no aye kama pa enso etimi ediama na me ka bronya asemi de on se bronya de se sisi wo dem bronya me sraw obi awura dem enkenkan ne mema no ema no kra de yebetimi apaden wo mo ba bema de so bema mama po bi ebia no apege bi saa se oye bia no ma story so odi bronya sisi dem ko Alaska ho koto niema ne bi fa sisi wo dem wi ama ne invite ma ne mna fie na obafie a afi ma ne ntena se bonzo to so crowd ka so open me ma answer ho o ma pene as say there ma pene person no tena na say ahona no nko aye 90% amount it be so Alaska Star Enterprise and na wo kona niema di sisi dem dina no onso akwakojo dia fo bronya nti ya tete so etufo bo ne de ema wo open ring light ato open sofa cover decorative watches and flowers yedi bebre diaba plastic wardrobes ahodo center mats open blanket curtain material curtain in fact eniema bebre bronya ho niema die ura Alaska ha as it's open share from her studio ha the flowers CDSC day Christmas near media fa ho ni nyina okwa Alaska ho ebi ewo ho onsa enso ebetimi akabi kuma se yewo adum boss from ho na we also premises anoche plugs are your airfare floor okonkran so a tudu opposite MTTD office no onso your na we dey friend 0256330075 Alaska Star Enterprise me pachoko ho na bronya yemu ama dem enso entimi enyefe yanko Uniat Practical Institute hona yesua computer Uniat ho na yesua computer adentina me say hona yesua computer hona yesua because ho dey practical aye 1:1 one man one computer so one student one computer na wutu di anim na say aduma no adesua na wusua ne no enye computer schools na abekọ no atwerotwero nko ebe mu atwerotwero saa computer ekure ma nso so Uniat de oba computer no wa wo de awusi ho na wusua bibia kama na o hwe niema nso ayesua ho no a utimi say yes uwia companies be faw na omno aye adwuma network and cyber security engineering ye kire ewo ho computer basics and office administration office adwuma yi obenya bia ye ntem data analytics nom sanso na software engineering ni na ye ewo ho artificial intelligence AI ni na do be fantitiem ama mo so atimi aben kama pa etimi paachwada make us ma catch us director ofrinkan abewuram okumase school run ankasa okumase osobe chado katro bia obesua de abo unit so omra na mo okumase oba yabete bo so de amanse na be a ono so ebetimi aba besua de and to open regular betimi akọ weekends enumere and at distance class ni na na available a obetimi akọ akosua your number no aye 0555 383848 obano mani nkosua computer na bibia anya kama enso emfaman yewo kuma sesisan so ya na oni omonso no ento eye kese rush energy drink de me pa church ni bia anopa wunya bi num ye no mesrewada koto rush energy drink na enom na bibia no anya kama emfama bi ko omonso atetete dodo so manim nyina hohono no be hu church ni bia na nim ahono meso no rush ni bi wai na okọ adwuma watimi aye adwuma ama bibia no aye kama edi ama na bro nya be yanko yiwadi ama wanko tenafi ama onzo ama jobless so amesremo a Chelsea for no aye rush energy drink ana monkoto emfa emame Kofi Maresca Pacho, good morning.
Senior Smith Donkor.
Now what you saying?
Oh, Nyamiadum. Ellen Road. It is soon nearby, but be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Which bounce is
I don't pay yes, oh share your numbers.
I'm a fraud job.
Maybe. Oh yeah, numbers, yeah.
See me at home. See me on go away.
Our form.
And
reporters are not too mogu abonting. So mama report. No mo see the ama numbers in what form no. Just for do na hospital. Do na.
Na football fans ye show mo.
Ye di insurance si wo mo so.
Oh, football fans ye show mo time shows. Se Barca for lose so mo time.
Anya no kre. Na no mo show mo 3.
O ma ma.
Barca for ibe.
O ma boy Chelsea for kwa. Chelsea for kwa.
Arsenal ball 1-1. Arsenal for mo.
O ma. As the one they say the woman remember.
Mo kwaje 3-1. Say yesu be wura hospital bia hwa ma.
Ada never tin she would am ni pe twa hwe e okro.
OPD honina.
O do say OPD emergency na Man United football.
Yesu honina ya ma. Obehia Chelsea ni bia na ni akeka kom ene na ni ase ahon no. Adai.
Adumare di o jado.
Na Kofi unim. Ye production meeting na me catch am say da no to nyum bia so nyum bi na me de. To nyum na nka enfans.
Na say una yo de to pija me.
Me say nyum na mtoy.
Yeah, nyum ne say that man to
to asoro nyum ne enfans start program.
Jumeto nyum.
To na enfans start.
O mum to ji permission ono ma clean e na bo. Say ba yen to copyright.
O de enye mempe de ono akasa boy.
O be do apo.
Mempe o version.
Me rendishi no.
O
pija me ne enko.
Me say me nim kro da no to na me refi
no me tati jatabru adom kiki eni Jometo na boy jatabru so ukubiu
ready nya
you not jatabru o de Telesta
kabna me wie Telesta me wie
na lisi rete na to Telesta any ko ni gisi dia na we
me catch them say just na me gishe mun ti ase prim sa no pay me wa na cha ai Manchester fans no Manchester United fans on friend of Richardo ye ni an e cast ya suspend o he say there you are welcome back
say
how much me my ye dwani neat
ale duru na go ya
say just na me she won ti ase
chese
nko anam nim
ye okay
say na unim die tu akira nko anfa ma me
good fellow catch them in menzi
me
good fellow ga say ye me woro
o ko he bonsam no hu na ushia me me ne bonsam no mo me dimoni papa enra na
say no political correct coach na
Telesta Mawie and West Ham on Pecrom 18 and family. Yes, Chelsea 3-1.
I say.
Was there any?
And you know, Chelsea 3-1.
I mean, league now, but mini Chelsea never. And the Chelsea, you have to phone say, Kim. I'm what of it.
So what you have to do a professional against.
And now my correct score 3-1. Prophetic. And you be Chelsea for no in your dreams.
Sir?
Hey!
Your boy is not doing that.
Fina mbubume mo Chelsea for. Mrs. Single-handedly met it moi. Now no me sorry ya. Yes, Chelsea a trophy bi anam say me. Chelsea team we. Me say me den kakran me good team no. Me nam kacha. Kakran say me good Chelsea. Na ba say 3-1 e ba say oh Madrid game no grade. Na Madrid so say be ba o news. Yen Chelsea.
You want to say Chelsea any news.
Who say any news?
Who now say any news? Who now kai?
Ene ma no na fumo yi.
Wa no fumo. Ma me nyama
Please. Oh yen skip it ayi dia. Yen skip Real Madrid dia no.
Agro ni riba of him no Russia.
O ka me Chelsea dia no yen fan.
Why? Chelsea dia no sabeka. We be Phillies we used to be Philly.
Okay.
Yeah. And Russia Madrid match ni.
Not me interesting here.
Which?
If you ask why you know, ADD are they?
ADD. Maybe
They be watching. Me say more coffee you know man na.
Which? You see, me can the last time say between Vinicius Junior and Xabi Alonso, both of them, if Madrid doesn't succeed this season, either at least one of them will not see at most 2 seasons from now. And it's very, very clear. And now Madrid look for the very first time a team that look very, very united. And from everywhere, Trent Alexander-Arnold impact in the game, Alvaro Carreras, even the leadership that Abrante and Antonio Rudiger brought on. And another match was so important to Football Club Real Madrid. Say they needed to win. They needed to find ways in winning another match. Why do I say so? Because Barcelona would have peeled away from them. And Barcelona would have gotten the win that they had always wanted to get in terms of points gap between Omo and its team friend Football Club Real Madrid. But the fact that they were able to go into this one and get a win has been good. And so after the Clasico, Champions League game, Omba against Vallecano, Omba against Elche, winning against Olympiacos, the games that they had played in the Spanish La Liga, Madrid were not getting the maximum points that they had to go and get. But in Ronaldo, they had to step up. And I like this assist. You see, when Madrid were buying a Abrante friend Trent Alexander-Arnold, they knew that he may not get the work rate, the tenacity, even the sheer heart Abrante friend of Dani Carvajal Kita as a fullback. But what he added to the team, the creative ability from wide areas. The fact that in Trent said, which Obiti said Mohamed Salah, Saitama Liverpool, he could always drop centrally, pin a ball into the path of Mohamed Salah, attack the space, and make sure to go about my team, my friend, Football Club Liverpool. And now, same thing happened between Abrante friend Trent Alexander-Arnold and Abrante friend Kylian Mbappe, which should be Abrante friend Trent Alexander-Arnold being closed down by the Bilbao players. Sweet diagonal ball into the path of Abrante friend Kylian Mbappe, and of course that goal was in there again. A very, very good one. Now, Fofi Antoata, another abductor injury worrying Abrante friend Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now he couldn't finish the game. What it means is that Kylian Mbappe in 63 games was 62 goals, 23 games, 30 goals, 6 assists. Only Erling Haaland one the main killer man.
Mbappe from new.
Thibaut Courtois say he is the best striker in the world. The only person that comes close is Erling Haaland. And I think that you can choose either of the two players, but of course, both of them are at the very top. What it means is that Madrid are just 1 point within of Team FN Football Club Barcelona. And it was the only game in the Spanish La Liga, then English Premier League, which English Premier League, you know, anybody who is experienced in the job, whether as a player, as a pundit, a coach, or what have you, in terms of the football ecosystem, anybody that will tell you that, you know what, you can't quickly say that you even be in the top 4 by December unless you've gone through, you cannot say the curve, you know, December, January, February, March, April, thereabouts now. That is where you can really know, okay, you've navigated it. And then there was clear-cut example. Forget about Arsenal, forget about Chelsea for a minute, and even Liverpool. But then, have you seen the rise of Team FN Aston Villa? Yeah. And Unai Emery? Which, when the series started, for about 2 or 3 games, now Aston Villa for no ain't go cry. But for the last 5 games, back to back to back to back, Unai Emery has gotten his machine well oiled and started firing. And now they were down by 2-0. Away or Brighton, they ended up doing a comeback and getting a final goal from a branch friend Amadou Unana. Excellent display. Which Arsenal for are getting a lot of injuries.
And the pen can be Babusakra say Arsenal, is it almost training no? And are yet too difficult for the players, or because Arsenal players don't prepare, especially with Omo back four. No?
Yeah,
Omo play too much, and as must carry and pray.
I have not looked at the data, but from football nation, we know that Arsenal for a team or organization is solid. It is a Obano Baby Evans or Bokona kick. That's a Bukema. One day you Bukayo Saka money at the Adin now will run back. I will not be surprised that there's probably some muscle stress and accumulated fatigue because consistently these players are well drilled. That's why we back back into shape.
So it means that I'm not training.
Yes, of course.
Because they're back and so they are no training.
Exactly. But you do more even on the foot of plenty training and over here so it does affect them. Which
then I advise them on Kakra. Because on the season I feel na APK. So players now me key essence so mu say prepare. It will affect your season.
It will. Wait.
Omo flexible kakra.
You see, how many centre backs do Arsenal have? Ben White essentially is a centre back. Mosquera, Henkepi, Saliba, Magaesh, Calafiori can play as a centre back. Julian Timber can play as a centre back. Essentially, everybody in the Arsenal backline can play as a centre back. So I think that there will be a big problem for Arsenal. They can rise 6 now with Prano. Especially now that they don't have a certain Thomas Partey to also come and play there. So Zubimendi, Rice, Eze, Odegaard, these are the midfield band. Now Declan Rice is gone. He was the box-to-box guy. And now try. So if he's out for me, that's where the big worry is. And there's so much. But the reason why I think Arsenal will not be hurt by these injuries is that I think the Arsenal team has been built to always find solutions, even in the midst of adversity. And Mikel Arteta is smart with that. So watch the Arsenal team now. Almost every player be over every position is versatile. In the last few days, we've been talking about the force number 9 or roaming force number 9, number 6, number 8, Mikel Merino.
This
is the number 8. Oh yeah, number 6. Yeah, from the growth, Sociedad, Newcastle, what have you. But he's playing as a force number 9 in the absence of the centre forwards in the game. And for me, just before you come in, a lot of credit first to the Arsenal recruitment and Mikel Arteta. Because Mekai person is at this side of the studio, when we were going to buy Mikel Merino, I told you that he is going to be an excellent addition in terms of hold up and outlets. Because of physique, you know. And he is a versatile player. Share the game against Chelsea. Before they go to equalizer, they were struggling. Or let me tell you, and not dropping Merino to come and play like as an 8. Now Merino's late box runs, even though Jokeres was at the field of play. So that's an excellent purchase from them.
Excellent.
He is delivering.
The vision of the game, top notch. Top.
He's even with the Spanish national team, goals. in giving goals.
Important goals.
Yeah, very, very important.
It's either send the goal near ticker.
Yeah.
And I am winning goal.
Yeah.
And the anticipation say, okay, boy, I'm Branty DB, and I minion a day banner.
Yeah.
Semi Jinaha, born about meeting me.
Yeah. And in
good.
And in aerial ability, and tactical board.
Super
good. And in aerial ability,
super good. They also had the born man see from now. A tournament, I mean,
the
camera,
yeah.
Super player.
And in aerial ability, it makes him stand out. And for me, say, this scorer, Rich. The most important thing is about the versatility of the players in the squad. For me, that's what makes a lot of difference because injuries are part of the game. Man City are about 5-6, Chelsea 5-6. Oh, teams may be Man United, what have you? So one player to 2-3 positions. One player to 2-3 positions. It makes a lot of difference. The versatility of the Arsenal squad for me insulates them and it doesn't put them in a panic area. So January and Koto centre backs. It put them at a place where I think that they are going to be fine even going forward. And now share 30 goals and assists in 2025 for our branch friend Mikel Merino.
On your out and out striker.
What a striker! What a player! And now because Saka at the bench, a free bench by Arsenal needed to firm it up against Brentford. We say Arsenal win the league this season. The way they are beating the London clubs. Last season, Arsenal were dropping points against these teams. But 1-0, Bukayo Saka by 88 minutes finishes the job on them, and Arsenal gets the maximum point. Like you said, a lot of injuries from Arsenal for Hodom. Of course, we've spoken about team my friend Aston Villa, and then the drama that unfolded, and a lot of good for team my friend, my brand friend Unai Emery and the job that he has done. Which, on the back of squad versatility, and when they are about Chelsea, you see, sometimes I go to check. Ubi say, Argentina fee. You say that Chelsea cannot win the league. Or you guys, but see, I say Basa. You need to about draw 10 man. Every day, and then the Jack Chelsea, if Chelsea doesn't produce the same intensity against Leeds, you will think that is one of those games. They will beat you. Rich, Adebaku at Chelsea squad, is the versatility at centre back and defense.
On your versatile.
Which put up a head.
Not more to the moon.
Who get me bound? People now
no network.
Me catch and I say I miss me baby.
Someone who some a science and data and the two players. Na me busa one or cover versatile sama ba. Na busa say na on science and data na nchemo.
Me say me ba.
Okay. Yanko.
Me na say. Several times. Any Chelsea team that is without at the back, without Wesley Fofana, any level I call, at least one of them in the team, and you're susceptible to everything. Who say no, Najebo game you? As Chelsea fans, we have made it only a tossing a problem. Because see anybody in ball match, and the catcher say, I don't think Chelsea lost the game because of inexperience. Now why do I say so? Uche goes here, cause in the enema. When you play tossing at the back, tossing over, but on your aggressive when you dwells, aerial dwells on your aggressive room, and on like pace, although he's good on the ball. It is some team a constricted, no counter pressing you with the man. Tossing can't do that for you because only pace is always at the back.
On the was
so what was serious like with you?
On the was what brand you a chameleon? That boy, you know. And you brand you now free full and buy no. Free agent me boy. Ube yi ni videos be na Richardo. Ya to defender o.
Me can't answer that. Me can't say okay.
No. Me ba. Okay, mo de tossing ba no.
Yeah.
Okay, so be in the videos.
Yeah.
Okay, so ma ka fa no.
But does he
is a complete defender?
Man complete bacho. Obi no a complete football.
Me ya man kan it me ba. Ya. Na me say issue be pop up. Kameko ko yisa of voice in the actual.
Obi no a complete bacho. Tossing has his weaknesses.
But they are sure Obeka the same thing. So mu no matter.
Na but I still stand by.
Robert Sanchez he was san.
On side.
Nkwana so go that
but Obi ehu. Na Obi ehu data na down.
O science and data be na o do players me.
Dem na me say Endra the data that came na me dey buy ana.
Senti na kin face afo ipam we.
Material yoshi.
Afin me hu ade grunti ag.
Ziawa na.
Therefore kin face afo mu pam akoyi ogina we. The data nye. Coach Miro D. Ohanos. Akwe date or the man ye. And on Pamo. Piana or the matches we. Tossing full of moba. Walk way out, you know. Uber council, tossing. I tell for me some money and some making. Some boy more than Macamude when you say, yeah, may have bias. No one of a kind.
My can't just say complete that.
Not but all can say.
You see, again, a very important say we emphasize on what you do over here. Mami Kasara.
Radi Yankupon, Kofi Yanko Trewan, Yanko.
Mami to them so there. Respectfully, Jamna men Kasara.
Sorry.
At time not as a
sorry.
Every player be on a strength and any weaknesses.
Okay.
And every day when I speak here, say, oh, you be strength, I see that this is a strength, we in a weakness. And that's clear.
Okay.
Tosin weakness was clear now. And I've said it several times. He started season in Beckham and say, one of the big issues with Chelsea team made the depth at centre back. And now Enzo Maresca knew say ABS or try Wesley Fofana ultimately regime Samachi. Over Wesley Fofana BMA, they are going to be those issues again. So there is no need to go and play them. But of course, manage the game. My problem is that in this game, because of Tosin attributes, there was no point to play him. It should have been a bit say Joshua Kofi a champion playing in this match.
Okay.
Because Osha born at Chelsea boy and Nana. I don't think say it's about fatigue from the Arsenal and Barcelona game. Because most of the team, they were substituted, they were changed to go out to the field of play to go and play. My big problem was the fact that they said, only Moises Caicedo. Now we got Andre Santos as a lone sixer. You are exposing the back line. And then you need to play a much more aggressive centre back. Again, Obi Osheboni Bianu, you see, say, on our right hand side, hold on, no. Abantier friend Estevan Willian was struggling against Abantier friend Goodmanson. And it was clear. Why? Because only fullback Obabi overlapping runs or even underlapping runs for him to come and get a space. Enzo Maresca got those ones wrong. For me, the very first one is from Enzo Maresca. Right back, Yakobo and Trevor Chaloba was wrong. Why didn't he play Abantier friend Malo Gusto? And these are some of the things that Chelsea will learn from. Some things like this, no. Although squad, you learn from it, you grow, and then of course, we say season now, you can really compete. So these things will come up. Goodmanson and now Tosin 1v1 in his draws was very, very bad. El Honum completely very, very bad there at the office. And I think say they need to make sure they do better going forward. And now Liverpool first struggled in a 1-1 draw. Florian Wirtz thought say when the only goal.
You know, there's always a Chelsea discussion in Tempo.
So sorry.
Oh, means a message been a one.
I can't. So there's all kind of problem.
AJ Ministries or something kind of show.
AJ Ministries.
He even said he's one of the best centre backs in the modern day football. Now, so see what he's saying today.
AJ Ministries is because I chair. I don't know the Ministries I can't carry them. Now saying another thing.
If you know, we are in it.
I'm a semen cast ada. Now the most of
them say tossing a banner. Me kind some power can
and you know correct. I have me YouTube. I that's those videos are always published. They're there.
And Tina, Emmy, yes, say na me issue about say na me man can me say can me video.
But they are silly. All of you in this house, and even not just this house, told me that me catch you in general, but I stood by it. But they are silly. But me, I don't change it. Me when I stand by what I see, I didn't say that about Tosin. And only ministries in video. And then AJ Ministries. Onka Onkroza and the ministries back out with
Takashi ni jai.
And yet Takashi Ashem.
Only a show over CBA. Over so the Takashi for man.
Oh, sorry. And I'm okay, fine. No problem. Oh, yeah, now we. And we'll be trying to the ministries. I can't. I don't mean, like I say, you know, I don't try to the ministries.
Maybe Mama 2 days of Cotinefi. I don't want to put myself in your shoes.
We made that fault. Oh, the baby.
You don't put myself in my shoes. Over 1 billion. Maybe spend over 1 billion.
No, yes, man.
And the payers I mean, shower 1 pa.
Oh, wow, and yes, I did a 1 pa. I'm about my cousin in India. And then 1 pa. Then you're penny. What 2 hours 20 and you're penny.
And now, baby. And
what's it?
A production hall.
What's it?
your match is not can you be show bia you could Shelly's you be call someone Napoli
Bournemouth
Bergamo
you are quite Atlanta
Champions League Atlanta right
yeah.
Oh, okay so mo ko show mo Leeds ground or catch him say any game as some of them first 11 kobo
o si Leeds in this area
David and obembusa and onu say inchechemusa
or football
If you mama 2 days of faculty
we need 2 days of
when you see na
I no crave asa
so at dodo
so my family could into that at least United so that when you say when you said this man you enjoy me kakrampe and I say the whole of November
this man multimedia enjoy me kakram okay
my body code it's me Thursday booking code and my available me dey 2 hours and me show so ba either so be take screenshots on Nhyira TV on YouTube and also bit my for pen on paper no try first one BW265C EDD3 second one BW265C DBDA third one BW265A0977 fourth one BW26599AFF and the last one BW26596859 Rich Manyame and 2 greens and my boys and
I say them I quit to beat me uncle why Besman Usu Bempire on the team Bobo Papa. I know Monday. Bobo and say Echo compare la me ama. Ubo 15 minutes. Go just aguasa. Ala good morning.
Good morning.
Na bibi aboko there.
Oh yeah, nyamiado.
Kofi so atepa free no ade bepe man pay. Na nim nyina tutum.
Football is sanity.
me something.
Kofi ya point ko to mo jadu no. Yeah, the young people. Aya, good morning.
Good morning.
Maybe I find there.
Oh yeah, baby, I okay. I know me can send me a message to you.
Okay.
If it's a many fear, this will be probably the weakest baby out in my home.
I'm going to grow about him
because I know she crown me come chika krebia na me share plus be say adoris even Ikemu Niang Oscar Di Marco. They had a solid team. And no more. But this kind be about media. Omo crying you. Then I know where the Real Madrid muna. It tells you the kind of level omo. Omo team in you and scary. We all know you will beat them. Na anope gabi and stories no. There was something that me observe here and Xabi Alonso said it right. Who says Real Madrid born or more born? And the Carlo Ancelotti kakra. Na omo person omo bo in the front three even when Kylian Mbappe buy no. Nti no omo person omo bo Rodrigo goes Mbappe Vinicius. Xabi Alonso njisa adi nindi. No. It is somewhere. Even in the latter days, Kylian Mbappe buy no. Na even Uriah Feno, Carlo Ancelotti was playing in a diamond midfielder. Obo Jude Bellingham behind 2 strikers, Vini and Mbappe. That is what Xabi Alonso Susugidi. Rich, Sasana coaches in the best of more Real Madrid there. Then I was a 2 players now. Almost as a almost fine and Tiasie. And Mahus aside as I develop to a level bia emu edo. So what shall Real Madrid matches see here? Kylian Mbappe Vinicius I say in terms of the runs, the movement, time our train pass, baby obeko, ako train the pass near day. And Vinicius so yati killing Mbappe in the same way. I'm a Barcelona fan, but Enra, when I was watching the game, there were some spells game anymore. Now me more times up say they seems to understand each other and a grow honum. The only difficulty is say Real Madrid koso bossa e mo attack near narrow because a two top asem na wo kan omuntimi spread it set team ebo 4-3-3 for instance Barcelona ebo na obo Lamine Yamal right, Rafinha left, Lewandowski center omu de no emu ebie e more expansive but say obo Jude Bellingham behind Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe e narrow. Easier to defend. And
a crash show or result.
Yes.
As anytime, yes, Kylian Mbappe.
Yes, easy to
always
defend Sadio. But Rich, the form of Mbappe, no.
Mm-hmm.
Look, because Real Madrid and started so more Champions League, na say or more trophies, no, and they kata Sadio so. But Bona Brandt and Ebon, who papa. The rate no she goes, no. And so one Sheboni because so probably is all about the goals. Rich Obubo no so he's dashing to the right places or Jibon the take ons or to train. He's doing a lot of things right. The Akai Real Madrid as a team success. Now a pushing Kylian Mbappe to every podium be over so Dubia and any aspirations until movie bar team your friend Real Madrid until points gap now back to 1. Because after Barcelona, it take kick off ATM no, and Real Madrid so take care of Bilbao for no until La Liga no more there. Look, baby, I have a boy special Mondays in the Thursdays. No, I think it's also my camera. Guy no dear referee no. You ever start this season now? Yeah, prediction no. Rich because I'm a referee say e dey na me hu Arsenal mu amesi Arsenal na beje English Premier League no na adem refi Arsenal na omo ye dapa for them see o mijitum but this season bibia point say Arsenal season. Rich who the way Arsenal ball Brentford now Obaka say Brentford enye stubborn. But it was because Arsenal dealt with omo strength bia winning more Brentford team. So omo quick transitions, Americano omo kono, how aggressive are Brentford bia omo throw at Arsenal bia no. Arsenal were equal to it in dealing with Brentford omo strength. I think say baby kakrebia na Arsenal tosini was set pieces no. And then Mikael Bakubia David Raya also yiboba. Entina edu set piece and I won't say Brentford for likely say and share a no metima fashe go. But which apart from that, Bibia and himself Brentford stop on this season biano. Arsenal dealt with it. Now Arsenal dealing with it you know. They also found a way to score omu goals to get the 3 maximum points. Look, this Arsenal team Midebia is the most complete team in Europe this year. I can say almost squad in depth, the quality of the squad, and they say Omobobo to complement Omo time na Arsenal. Hey, Adebia who underrated at this level there. Nene wow. But I think say as the season go along, people have started to believe say Omo say this season Arsenal season probably they were right. And Arsenal said you almost 3 points. Now, Rich. Say they mean who acquire me faswa. Met me di Yabra Charles to the boy team Liverpool moon common BMO. Because
Liverpool team.
Say this is the situation. Omakwa could do baby on. I will say they will turn things around. Then they get one result. I was okay. See a guy. Rich, Then the following match, they get back to default settings. And me say me share Real Madrid kakra into Premier League games in start here. I'm so my starting share Arsenal games now. To me share them who's the least I share Chelsea one. And I'm saying what is happening, and I'm in crochet. Rich, in my wildest imagination, I never thought say Liverpool ever come when you hear him against Sunderland. Even though me say Sunderland team this season has been very, very good. I feel me phone it down in Jaya and I'm so my main cost can it through results. Me ko share Sunderland I said Liverpool 1. I say so and then my main cost be 10 minutes be. Rich. My problem with Liverpool team and say show more. It's not as if they are not playing football. They are playing intensity BBR. But there is something missing from their game. One share you don't even realize at the crowd. Because born and West is also born and one or more born. Intensity good, passing game, switching to right, switching to left, bringing their players in. But there seems to be something missing from Liverpool performances now. Me want the crowd.
Is it not their defense? They're porous.
Rich. Look.
Because Bibian's the sound team.
Any good attacking philosophy biya ni team defensive problems because bona what free something must give. It's rich even at a young club. Liverpool were conceding goals, but they will beat you 3-1, 4-1 last season and a slot to buy a OG league. How tight was Liverpool? No money tight sao. But they will beat you. Your starting game now, no matter 2-0. Over Tiba economy the Bakwasa, so 3-1. No more performance if you are grown. But this time around, Rich, they are conceding and they are not scoring enough. Now, Ekovosio, Mohamed Salah, or Bomo Kadodo, Nenema go say on Tiasiana on Pebe Bintina. In the last 2 games, oh boy.
And I was almost a lot. Saturday I was at Natina bench because ranting on our brains or both season
to manage it no
me manning trans.
But you see for you and say kwakwa in crab no se sala mobi na still on which must back and unim dey come Rich. We are talking about games at Anfield. And you say be Omako Stadium of Light and Omako Ball with Sunderland.
But say Ayala Sunderland they are doing well.
But you see Rich,
and that's how can I say game na ending.
Yes. But Rich, Liverpool at Anfield. And when you game I didn't cry a say Liverpool won the Liverpool groove anymore. There is something missing from the Liverpool team, and probably be a say you won't be on too soon. They won't ever call. Look, and I'm a cancer. Coach be said Daniel Farke more. Rich. Omo those coaches now, omo stubborn to their philosophy. And I'm a kind. Leeds United coach.
And no, that's the first half 2-0. Second half, I'm saying the Obano. Or be managing game.
Onim sadi any yet.
Still nah.
Onim yet.
No be.
Me catch you. The last time when the team qualified by Premier League was Norwich. Sanobo. Into the Bono Rich. A high risk football. Or a German knee. Or what German football. Yem biam yem pressy. Yem more expansive. Say a queen my yes, ya say. So much say or mashay. But because the team Leeds United no. Only quality baby to play toe to toe football no. And to Obobo League no lose majority of the games. But Rich, along the season, some stubbornness no. Obey one game will be against big sider. Sabi no every farmer no. And we be a tono and run. It was a good day at the office for him, bad day at the office for Chelsea. And it's all rare. Even Chelsea commentators almost 30 games in the first 15-20 minutes. Almost some you say Leeds United are all over Chelsea. And any Jim present German there no. And you see, Rich, they were able to do that because they know say Uchu mutanya and a carrying Chelsea team no. Uyi Moes Casedo free mua. Now show the numbers any do the Chelsea balance na. No player in the Chelsea setup any bet me about replace Abrantiano e team nim. And it is a Chelsea about with a weak balance. Now you pursue here. That is the best way we can play them and get a resource. And then you no share first goal. So now the game became difficult for Chelsea to chase. And Rich, we a big team on. There are some games we say the Chelsea born and run. No matter what you do, ever. We require Chelsea fans to consider
third goal no.
Abba.
Tossing.
You see, me blame tossing baby. But me assure say the back pass to him was given to him because say that feature no tossing only she crowd here na the ball playing. And see everyone says a pressure on you so. You for born ma you different na onim ball no. At least on the ball can na he will be able to take the right decisions on the ball. And see o the pass na man abra ball na say so. And also the pass na man go abra ball na say so. And say the medical catch no. Fake is a German gingin pressing coach. And I'm pressing here, I'm going to share third goal. No? And time a third goal, no, there was nothing Chelsea could do. Rich, it was just a bad day at the office for Chelsea. Many say a big that football, so what did I say at it here? When you are having good times, oh wow, not bad results, we are about the film. Now my reality check say probably only 100% in this annual man. Everybody that told club of Chelsea and Leeds United had them at the right place, stubborn to their philosophy, and they are in one of those games. Now, omubetimi a results for the way they play, and enra a bomo edema or monitorage. The Abessiano and Mosumbache.
Oh, West Ham there. So they were kind of say one of those games are ubetimi a bad day at the office. The share Chinayas man no bad day. The Jersey for me, we need to be your Tramaka. West Ham, I think we will be them. And we should be them. This West Ham team, I show my a Paqueta team. I don't know could do red card. So just beat them.
And see your boy Mukrant me.
Oh, boy, this is in the form of form. In the form of form.
Tierra and Muse. Ebe game na we no man you for be shout
ebe one game as ya sha miss ebe mo but ya no ntimi kan because wakoje 3-1
Your na no two chances in West to has West to has
and about me tie some of the supporters voices my serious
Marriage and serious
the man sure me club no no boy division 2
as I am training
grounds so you don't allow a division 2 side to beat you and as any go from me every more FA Cup a 4th year team. I've forgotten Omudi. Grisby. I mean, Manchester level. That team are 4th year. And yet a championship 4th year. No, you free man. I was yeah. And also supporters no. No. House of Folk Division 2.
But Rich Unim say Sanka enran kwa NSia. And Kamaka say, oh, FA Cup de Saran in Subaintie. A competition be
surprises room.
Yes, upsets. And you're peculiar to Ghana. Be a FA Cup be yet I tell those stories. But Rich, this is not the first time at was. Last season at Tuomo. Last 2 seasons at Tuomo. And the man will say, okay, then there should be BB a contributor to Sardian. Now, me analysis in here. Se unim FA Cup na the auto has no it doesn't give you the opportunity to press panic button be as eja dem there be eja dem FA Cup na sana ni shoot en the bite here se one hwe ya these stories are written every year, everywhere in the world. But Rich, say eto bako, eto mienu, eto miensa dia. Then it goes beyond just the character FA Cup. And probably Ebia, no more for so contribute to Sadiano. Idea badia. Rich, everywhere in the world, saying that Obiabo this season, especially the big clubs. Say offer squad now. Onya the first 11, any ne substitutions are omona or interchange omu during the peak level say or league games are onya no to. Now all the season in no. Now I show the calendar now. FA Cup and other competitions, you know. A man opportunity to use players going for the French players. Omo team but omo ntai nya bimbo. And as omo quality no any the top said omo do omo league any omo free bench ebemu no. Na odi omo far from omo ntai nya bimbo no omo ka first team no no. Na odi omo bo FA Cup and other competitions no. Sa na we say big team bia ebo the season. Now Rich, the reason why say ene team me to say Man City ebo FA Cup na okaso obebo Rico Lewis obebo Nathan Ake obebo Servinho make a place no munta nya bimbo no they will still believe say Rico Servinho mo they are good enough even though omu making first 11 no they are good enough to beat team me what champions is Wigan. Uncle show more FA Cup. They believe say oh nyano munya bo ni be more first team in league matches, but they are good enough to beat Wigan. They are good enough to beat smaller teams in the FA Cup. Say do quarter final, semi final na combination you know in terms of players omunya be money omunya be omu blending no na omu because it is getting closer to the trophy. That is how they play. Now me issue ni Rich sa offer has this year. Say we has first 11 impo edisiwa. Rich omu quality no.
Nhyira.
Omu ye ni mo so omu no first team players e wa has no. Omu quality no.
Questionable.
Enye top.
Oh, that's what has team no.
Yes.
And said I
I don't say it with any malice. Oh, I say it with very, very objective mind. Has them know and lucky personalities ne. Even on first team no. It's rich. Say oh yeah, what you say? Oh the FA Cup ma omunye bi mo. They are from French players. Ba Rich. In reality, a mudro to say. Ube uwa want to say has a nay a someone French team. It should be better than a Division 2 team. The answer is no. Has French team. Any Division 2 team. Rich pet.
And exactly, omu coach, you know. Mohamed Basha also can the same thing. Omu Bokogi or catch the boys and say, look, has the team, Mamu Manens came. A beatable team, you can beat them.
Exactly.
And Sadia will cause one or she has first 11 now. Oh, who say who be answer? So, also know him said they are did the best on the team. To also catch an Manchester Masa, Mummy and Konyo Kelly game. No,
and she said,
Muma, Yente, Omu coach, you know, before the game needs more the 2. Sorry, after the game.
Oh yes, I told my boys immediately when the draw came, I told them that hey Charlie, House of Folk is a beating club. We have to beat them. I've seen House of Folk play several times, and I see the holes that we can pass through and beat House of Folk. So I told them this is the way we'll go. This is the game plan. So Osha Nekrampo make Kokobo Muno, Nami were midfielders, but they are very good. I told them that Omoya is starting 11 players, but I told them that this match I'm reserving you so that to come just last 20 minutes of the game to do the damage for me. And also so nearby. Makacho will say Ahondino, they can't fight with them. So they always say me Benya Kwafobia, they will chase them wherever. What do I say? So Omoneno Abrebrea, Nami Joaba, now I be consider damage.
Okay. 2 Lions FC, Omu coach. after the game nso mo de 2 no yen fa wrap up na
Rich
okoma ko atena se
she has team no a mo de ball you know mame fan to say na be you can follow asam na me kan yi so we has team no mo de ball en run Rich goalkeeper swap until they've moved from Benjamin Asare to even Solomon Agbeshi and gone in for my third choice goalkeeper swap. Rich swap. So what do you know? Say Ombo Division 2. Rich, there will be a lot of goalkeepers on in the Yes, you get it. Now, for play, we say Theophilus Collinson. Theophilus no obia animu last season ana Abubakar didn't buy. Then onya games ebona onya games bona the guy started building under Didi on Bobby Kra. And he has not done BB on the Ghanaian scene. For you to think say see what Theophilus Collinson against a Division 2 team or bro musu bebre. Look, Frank Abora. Frank was playing for Vision in the Division 1. And almost qualified by Premier. Vision almost second season in the Premier League in you. He has not done Bibia. A better Division 2 teams to say, and go through the list. Osabutemo, Adamu,
Kujo,
Aziz Adams.
But it's not the case of Ghana Premier League big teams, then you say.
But yo, Fifi, say Obia fit to Kotokwa.
Yeah.
Nasa Kotoko Kasa say on the first 11.
Yeah.
You can make 2 teams from the Kotoko team.
Yeah.
Fi, yen to me make this analysis of the Kotoko team. Opa yen CCA. Say Kotoko Kasa on ma Mo Kamara nda. Now Obama Adari ada ewo FA Cup. Rich Adari ne level. Division 2 when.
You
get it. This Aqua guy no mukoto ne free bechim. So muka so omumbo Patrick Esiedu. Ombo Aqua. Right. Unim fi you know Aqua obru Division 2 left back dia.
Na make say because it's your league now say obi an share need that financial strength. Obi akoto free Division 1 and 2 the same pot any free no. Unless 1 or 2 clubs spare. You know what the distinct players.
And one of the 2 clubs no must include us. That is the point I am making.
But you know,
say one of the 2 clubs now. Yeah. At least omu so any big boys will see him no. Yeah. I was ask him because CC me no tie. Me say we can do Kotoko first 11 for FA Cup, and including any of the players no mobile league no, and they will still be very very formidable. Obia beja to say omu Division 2 club will be so you can do same for House of Oak. That is the problem. Rich,
okay.
It will reflect in your results.
After the game na Kofi Graham na yenni enkomo kakra me hu se me nua pani efin kraba
na bakwa
okoma nkra
oso afemi anopa we na bade bakwa aka femi abutere
Cobblestone
asemanya ni to bi asemanya
Paul said, Semna, I have a canoe.
Who does all the open house?
In fact, I don't pay Matisse crisis meeting, and I've been in United Chess coaching in a disappointed team. No, pay report if you or ever.
I'm only happy with the first level.
Coaching, what coachy team at this happening. Now, a new coin say, will take this game for granted. Because one said there, I can't about player who you should crowd league anymore. Abubakar ne sign. Oba a league no crowd man.
So why playing
FA Cup? Management ako promise Toby Afede, His Royal Majesty, the 14th.